So I'm here with my friend James. James and I met, we were just discussing this, October of 2012 and around then. And we met at a networking event, one of those, weekly breakfast meeting type things. I thought it was a tip at first, but it was actually something called IBO, something local here in New York on Long Island. So James and I have always seen eye to eye when it comes to business. He's always owned his own business. I've always owned my own business. And we always talked about working together somehow, but we're both busy doing things. So fast forward to recently, James sold his company and he's actually doing the training to become a business loan broker and get into lead gen. So I'll start there and I'll let James give a little bit of background on himself.
Yeah, thanks, Phil. As Phil said, we've known each other for going on 5 years, and it was probably the only good thing that came out of that group. We both joined for business purposes, but Phil and I connected immediately, and we saw business eye to eye and very similar things. So I'm happy for this opportunity. This literally just happened where I sold my company, and I was actually in print marketing before this, but I've seen Phil grow his business and I've talked to him about it. So I was always looking for the opportunity to work with him, and being a business loan broker really sounded like something I'd be interested in doing and getting into this space. So we literally just started and just very interested in growing and learning about things in this field and moving forward with things.
So, when I go out there and promote this business loan broker, it's hard because you don't know who I am. You don't know anything about me. On one end, I need to show my success because how do you believe me? But on the other end, it's when I show my success, am I just showboating or am I trying to show up? Now, very few people know what I do personally, and you actually only know you only know how much money I make or what I own if you personally have been to my house. Now, James has been to my house and he's come to my parties and whatever. So he knows that stuff. So it's easy for him to jump in this. Now, James paid for the marketing, paid for the training. He's going through it. Yes, you could say he has a little bit of a benefit because he's physically in my house and I'm going to help him out. But he actually is doing everything through the training. He's going to be doing everything through the training.
I even saw the webinar. He made me watch the webinar.
I made him watch the webinar. I'm making him do everything the way that everyone else should be doing it. And I'm going to do a case study around him, around every day or so. Anytime he learns something new, I guess, I'll do a video. So at first, it's going to be a lot of videos, I would imagine. And then as time goes on, the videos will be less and less. But you'll be able to see his progress. But the purpose for this video is just to introduce him so you know who he is, his background. And yeah, he really is going to be doing this stuff. He is going to be coming to my house most likely every day, at least to start. Then eventually he'll just work at his house.
One of the things I want the people to know is that I owned a print marketing business. If anybody knows anything about that field, it's almost the opposite spectrum of what Phil kind of does. I was always intrigued by it because it's like it's a whole different world from print, newspapers, magazine ads, and anything that you have, business cards, flyers, and things like that. So I've never placed Google ads. I've never done anything like that. So for me, I'm learning. And I know Phil's the expert here, and he's going to be training me, and you're going to see me stumble, and you're going to see me learning this stuff. And I've known Phil. He's a very private guy. So for him to open up his world and kind of have to show his successes, I've already known him and know his successes. But even then, he's very quiet and very humbling by that. So even though I have the advantage of being here, I'm going to be hitting the ground running, learning this on my own with going through the modules and steps that Phil's showing everybody.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I just figured we'll start with this video. We'll do more as time goes on, but everything else is there? You good?
I'm ready to roll.
So that's it. So we'll leave it at that. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask them, email, schedule a call if you want to talk to me directly or someone on my team. Brian right now is doing a lot of calls when I don't do them. And you never met Brian, but you've talked to him, right? So that's it. So we'll leave it at that. And again, if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.